You can hear that it's plastic. That just came right off. I am so excited for this. You guys have no idea. This box is super special because this is a camera that I ordered off of Indiegogo, and I want to show you guys kind of like my first impressions off of this. I ordered this camera in June. This just arrived this week that this video is going up. It just arrived. So it's been a long time coming. This was just an idea when I backed it, and obviously they had to like make them for the masses and fulfill it, so that's probably why it took so long. They did say that there were numerous issues with this camera, but the idea of it is very cool to me, so I wanted to share it with you guys and show my first impression in case you wanted to order it for yourself. That being said, there were a lot of issues with this, and a lot of people that I know that also got this said negative things about their camera that they got. Since I'm going to be testing it out, I also want to do a full music video with this and take you guys with me, so that'll be a different video. This video is just going to be the unboxing of this and tell you guys my first impressions trying it out at home. That being said, let's get started. As I'm unboxing this, I'm going to tell you guys that if you're new here, my name is Boston and I'm a music photographer based in Los Angeles, California. I do videos on music photography and general photography stuff, and this is the camera. How cute is this packaging? Like, look at it. It's so colorful. This is a like 8mm retro camera. This camera is supposed to be a digital version of the old Super 8 film camera. It only does 9 or 24 frames per second. The 9 frames per second is supposed to be like the super nostalgic looking framing, so we'll try that out. It does have the same style as this Super 8 8mm camera, which I think is really, really cool. And obviously it's a digital camera, so you do put an SD card in this. The only weird thing right out of the box is that it's got this little toggle here, and it's super loose that it like goes side to side, but it says that it's the trigger. There's just a little switch here that is for the 9 versus 24 frames. This says off. What happens if you turn it? Okay, so that's supposed to change it to movie mode. That's supposed to be oh wow, it actually turned on as soon as I did that. Am I supposed to charge this? It's got the tiniest little eye hole here. I literally can't see anything out of this, so I don't know who's actually gonna use that. Okay, so it's got a little handle here. This handle does not lock in, so yeah, that just folds back as soon as you put any pressure on it, so I'm probably never going to use that. I like the idea of having like a little top handle that I can kind of like motion sway with it, but I mean, this is super important, but like it, like, seriously, it doesn't even lock in, so that's kind of weird. This also just like spins freely. If that's switching the modes and turning that on, that's not good. So it has this regular SD card slot, which is kind of funny that it's like tucked in there, but that's where that is, and then it just has the charging port right there. And I know you're supposed to open this up. There's supposed to be more lenses with this, and I know that they're inside the body. To open it up, it shows this and just says, please press the body on the arrow. Oh, okay, so I gotta press both sides. So you, like, squeeze? No, so this camera says that you have to squeeze it on these two sides, and then this pops down. But it is not working for me. So, like, can you...
You squeeze it on the two sides.
I accidentally turned it on.
That's a awful design. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we popped it open, but that was a whole thing, and now I am struggling getting these out. So there are numerous lenses, which is really cool. And they're on this rotating plate. So you can pop the rotating plate apparently here and then switch between the lenses. Awesome. Love that. Can't get the lenses off the body, so you can hear him like spinning it. This is not working and I just pulled the lens cap off. Okay, I got one. Let's get the other ones off of here and we'll put the rotating plate on. The fact that I needed my boyfriend to get this plate off? Seriously, I can't even get this off. How do I get this off? I don't see a time where I'm not gonna have this lens plate on, so there is just like a little mount here that it can go on. Okay, so the actual Super 8 has a rotating plate as well, where you can move all of the lenses and switch between them, which is cool and all, but that seems way more sturdy than what this is. There's a pretty big gap between the body and where the lens would be. So like, you're just gonna get so much dirt in there every time that you rotate it. See how loose that is? You can see how big that gap is. That's a pretty big gap. Some of these are weird lenses. This lens that's on here is like a star. Okay, so see how you see that there's like a grid on it? So it's gonna catch the flares and show off that. That's kind of cool. Oh my god, just go on. Okay, I keep accidentally turning it on and it's driving me crazy. That on and off switch is like super easy to, like, it literally rotates if you move the camera body, so that's not a good design. This is actually like geometric star, so that's kind of cool. We're gonna put that on here. I can't tell if these lenses are actually screwed in because they all rotate. How are you supposed to tighten them? And then this other lens here has like a center point and then like some waves into it. I don't imagine myself using this one, so I am going to put this back into the camera body, screw that in, and then we're gonna put in an SD card and see if we can make this thing work. Okay, clipping the body back together was super easy, a lot easier than taking it apart, so there's that. But I need to put a memory card in here. I explained this horribly in this clip, but what's going on here is that the camera does not have the internal software to read and write on an SD card, so you have to format it on your computer for it to recognize the SD card and be able to use it. I am used to formatting within the camera, but this camera, you can't do it. So we got our beautiful little SD card here. We're gonna pop this baby in. This is still hard to do. That does not feel safe. Okay, we're gonna close that. We're gonna turn this on. To start recording, it says that you're gonna hold the trigger to the right side and then let go, and that'll stop the recording. So we're gonna try it to see if you guys can hear it. Okay, so it makes this like animation sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Okay, we're just gonna try, I'm gonna film my cat and we're gonna see how those turn out and review them here in a second. God, this was so garbage. Okay, that lens filter is trash. Let me try again, because this is, if this is all this camera does, then this is just gonna go straight in the garbage for me. It's just so grainy and the white balance is garbage. You're gonna have to do so much editing on these. Last chance, we're gonna try the 24 frames per second and see how smooth that looks. My cat's already getting annoyed. Okay, again, this is so difficult because what you're seeing through the viewfinder is not the same thing going through the lens. Looking through the viewfinder, I feel like I'm seeing a lot more than what this is showing in this. And also the framing of this in the viewfinder, I feel like it's more square. While what I'm seeing as the actual outcome seems almost like the formatting size for a smartphone, like vertically. So, okay, so I already have a lot of feelings about this, and I just tested it on my cat. I feel like I would use the 24 frames per second more than the 9. The 9 just seemed incredibly awful. But at the same time, that's kind of the vibe that I was going for. So it kind of frustrates me that I hate how much that looked. But I do want to test it out more. I do not understand the difference between the movie mode and the GIF mode. I don't think that there's a difference, and I don't understand why there is one. They all show up as MP4 format, so it's not even like saving as a different file type. I do not like this spin. I don't think it's helpful to have the rotating plate because of that difference between the lenses. But at the same time, I do want to rotate between the lenses. And I do like that there's lens options, but they're not easy to get to. The body was super hard to take apart. The SD card is incredibly difficult to get to. I still don't know how I'm supposed to charge it. And all of the on and off switches and everything that you actually have that you can change are so loose that it just can freely turn on at any time. The other thing is there's no way that you can use this if you're supposed to be quiet. And yeah, it's just, overall, it's just kind of hard to use and kind of disappointing for the outcome. You can just put filter over smartphone footage and it'd probably look better and feel more nostalgic than this. And it's just really frustrating when you spend money on something that you think is going to be really cool and it turns out to be more of like a toy instead of like actually a useful camera. A few other people mentioned the fact that like it was supposed to be leather and aluminum. And this is definitely plastic. You can hear that it's plastic. That just came right off. That's so stupid. Okay, my camera just broke on screen. That's how cheap that is. And that's what I was saying about those knobs. Like, they're so plastic that you can't even adjust it correctly, and it just fell off. That's how loose it was. Anyway, I feel like this video was already long enough, and I've given a lot of information about this camera. I think that the campaign is still running. If you, for whatever reason, watch this video and want to go support this camera, you can still go purchase it. I think that I'm going to be reaching out to them because now that knob just fell off and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This was probably a waste of money and a waste of my time. Anyway, that was my opinion and my review on this camera. I don't review a lot of gear here because whatever I review is something that I spent my hard-earned money on. None of this stuff is shipped to me for free. It's stuff that I bought. So this is something that I bought and kind of regret it. So anyway, those are my opinions on this camera. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do put out new videos every Thursday, so please come back and hang out with me next week, and I will see you guys then. Thanks. Bye.